Hello dear students, I hope you all are having a great learning experience for the chapter Large Numbers. Kids, let's learn to round off a number to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000 today. Now you might be thinking that why do we need to round off a number? Kids, sometimes exact numbers are not required. At such times, rounding off the number is helpful to us. Like, if you want to order pastries for a party, then you will not order the exact number of pastries, but you will order some extra pastries. So in such cases, what will you do? How will you find out how many extra pastries do you have to order? So in order to do that, we round off the number. Let's now learn how we can come out of such situations by understanding this concept in an interesting manner. First, let's learn about rounding off the number to the nearest 10. Let's say we have a car moving on a hill and the number of the car is 63. Now, between which two tens the number 63 fall? Very good. It falls between 60 and 70. So, we will write 60, which is the lower tens, in the valley on the left side of the hill, and 70, which is the upper or the bigger tens, in the valley on the right side of the hill. Kids, can you tell me which number falls exactly between 60 and 70? Well done! Number 65. So, we will write 65 on the top of the hill. Now, the number of our car is 63, which is on the left side of the hill. Right? So, the car will roll to the valley on the left side. And what is the number written in the valley? Very good, kids. 60 is the number here. So we can say that 63 rounds off to 60 when we are asked to round it off to the nearest 10. Now, what if the number of the car is 66? Kids, if the number of the car is 66, it will be on the right side of the hill, right? So, to which valley will it roll? Very smart. It will roll to the right valley. And what is the number in the valley? Yes, 70 is the number in the valley. So, we may say that when we round off 66 to the nearest 10, it becomes 70. Now, if the car is at the top of the hill, that is, its number is 65, we will push the car from the back and it will roll down to the right side in the right valley to number 70. So, 65 is rounded off to 70 when it is to be rounded to the nearest 10. So, we may simply say that in order to round off a number to the nearest 10, we will observe the tens place of the number and we will see between which two tens it falls. And now we will observe the ones place of the number. If the digit at ones place is any number from 1 to 4, then the given number is rounded off to the lower 10. And if the digit at ones place is any number from 5 to 9, then the given number is rounded off to the bigger 10. Now let's see what do we need to do in order to round off a number to the nearest 100. Kids, let's now say that the number of our car is 734. So, in order to round off 734 to the nearest 100, let's see to which valley the car rolls. Children, can you now tell me between which two hundreds does the number 734 fall? Very good. It falls between 700 and 800. So, we have written the smaller hundred, which is 700, in the valley on the left side, and the bigger hundred, which is 800, in the valley on the right. And the number 750, which falls exactly between 700 and 800 on the top of the hill. Now, our car has the number 734. So, it will be between 700 and 750. And since it is on the left side of the hill, so it will roll to the left valley at number 700. So we can say that on rounding off 734 to the nearest 100, we get 700. Now if the number of the car is 757, which side of the hill will it be riding? Very good. It will be on the right side of the hill. So, it will roll to the right valley at 800. So, on rounding off 757 to the nearest 100, we get 800. Now, if 750 is the number of the car, it will be on the top of the hill, right? So, we will push it from the back and it will roll down to right valley. And what is the number written in the right valley? Very good. It's 800. So, 750 will round off to 800. Kids, we may also say that on rounding off a number to the nearest 100, first we need to observe the hundreds place of the number and look for the hundreds between which it falls. Then we will observe the tens place of the number. If the tens place is less than 5, then the number rounds off to the lower hundred. And if the tens place of the number is 5 or greater than 5, then the number round off to the upper hundred, or you can say bigger hundred. Now, what do we need to do if we have to round off a number to the nearest 1000? Kids, let's understand this with the example of car number 4322. So, tell me, between which two thousands does the number 4322 lie? Well done! It lies between 4000 and 5000. Since 4000 is the lower thousand, so we will write it in the valley on the left side. And 5000 is the upper thousand, so we will write it in the valley on the right side. And 4500 falls exactly between 4000 and 5000, so we will write it on the top of the hill. Now 4322 lies between 4000 and 4500. That means our car is on the left side of the hill. So, it will roll to the left valley. Kids, what is the number written on the left valley? Very good. It's 4000. So, we may say that 4322 will round off to 4000. Now, if the number of your car is 4750, 56, on which side of the hill will the car be? Yes, it will be on the right side of the hill. And it will roll down to 5,000. And we may say that 5,000 is the nearest thousand to which we can round off 4,756. And if the car has the number 4,500, that is, it is on the top of the hill, we will give a little push to it from the back. So, it will roll down to the right valley at 5,000. So, we may say that 4,500 will be rounded off to 5,000. Kids, we may say that in order to round off a given number to the nearest thousand, we will first observe the thousands place of the number and look between which two thousands it falls. Then we will observe the hundreds place of the number, and if it is less than 5, then the number will round off to the lower thousand. And if it is 5 or greater than 5, the number will round off to the upper thousand. Kids, as we know, exceptions are always there. So, in some cases, even if the number falls between 1 to 4, we need to round it off to the bigger 10, 100 or 1000. Just like if there are 42 students in a class and we need to buy pencils for them, and the pack available in the market is either of 40 pencils or 50 pencils and no loose pencil is available, in this case we need to buy the pack of 50 pencils even though we get 40 on rounding off 42. Because if we buy 40 pencils, we will be short of 2 pencils. So kids, whenever such situations arise, we need to round off the number towards upper side. I hope you have understood the concept now. Let's now practice few questions related to it.